Hi friends, good evening. Today it is 14/6/2025. The time is roughly around 6:30. What a phenomenal fall in the last 2 days, and convergence literally rocked. And last week we said that 8th and 9th was the very crucial double ingress combination, and from 9th market made the top. And in the book we clearly wrote that the temporary top will happen on 11th of June, and the previous book date was 12th of May, which combined with the mother candle also, and today the Nifty and Bank Nifty literally at the mother candle. So now it is going, if it is going to break and close below the mother candle, we are going to have a severe dent in this market, and till it is not going to close above the 11th high, the 11th June high, market will be in clear selling pressure. So now the convergence, as we rightly said, that from 12th we started building our short position. Fortunately, by God grace, there was a gap down on 13th. I think most of our members made phenomenal money, and the 350 points in Bank Nifty, Nifty future, and 750 to 1000 points in Bank Nifty future all happened in a single day. And again, this is the second convergence when it comes to June month. Already the first happened on the 2nd of June, where it gave 350 points and 750 points in a single day. And again, this is the second convergence. So the second convergence also was successful. Normally the third will not give that kind of momentum in a single day, but we need to wait and watch, because some very important date is coming on 20th and 21st of June, which will be the game changer for the next 3 months. So we need to go and watch that, how that is going to be the game changer for the market, whether market is going to make a bottom from there and it is going to take a U-turn, or it is going to collapse more from there. So unless and until 11th June high is not crossed, and since it is close to below the 11th June, possibility of 5% correction below the 11th June. Okay, now let's go to the chart. Okay, so now based on the Ichimoku, what it says now, this is a C clamp. So now, till the market is not going to come below the baseline, or since the market is not go above the convergence line, this market is going to be sideways. As of now, C clamp is not confirmed, okay. Right now it is in C clamp. We need minimum 6 candles inside. See, last time if you see, this is more or less a C clamp. So market traveled only within this for a longer period of time, and you got a breakout. So now here one candle, it is holding this low, the baseline, and it is below the convergence line. So now within this, it is going to be a sideways move. Okay, but when it comes to cloud, everything is good, and there is no pattern forming here. Again, there is one W pattern here, but this was below this one, so this is not very good. It should be normally, it should be like this. It should be like this, not like this pattern. This pattern is not the great pattern. Anyway, so now it is trading within this, the mother candle, which is 12th May candle. And this is the book date, and the next book date was 11th. So we are telling very clearly when this was happened that there is no strength in the market, possibility of a fall. And on 12th the fall really started, and 13th was a gap down, and literally it rocked our portfolios. So now, unless and till again this 12th, which is a very big candle, if it is going to trade within this, it is going to be a sideways move. And Ichimoku also is saying the same thing, that it is going to do lot of hanky-panky for this week to come. And even the time cycle, when we talk about the combination cycles, also saying that the major indices like Nifty, Bank Nifty, Fin Nifty, Mid Cap and Sensex is not going to do anything for this week. The movement will happen in the other indices like metals, energy, pharma, and out of that, metals is the king. So we will talk about that little later. So this is having the highest combination in the coming week. So now when it comes to Bank Nifty, let's go to Bank Nifty again. This is closed about this 12th date high, but based on Bank Nifty, the top is not on 11th because the book date for Nifty is 11th June. The book date for Bank Nifty is 24th June. Okay, so the book date for Nifty is 11th June, but for Bank Nifty it is 24th June, not 11th June. So in this case, it is already made the top here, and from there it was a clear-cut, fall. But now again, if you see, it is still again the pattern is forming. It is not the confirmed pattern. The pattern is forming. But till now, you don't see here. If you see, more or less, it's a very big, C pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the sixth one went out. So once the sixth one is out, then this C clamp is invalid. But now we are just entering the C clamp area. Now we need to watch whether we are going to trade within this for the next 5 days to confirm the C clamp. Otherwise, we are going to break out or break down. So now close below, based on the Ichimoku, close below this baseline, possibility that it may even come here and move. But giving this big cloud, Bank Nifty will not go down below this. Even if there is some major issue when it comes to geopolitical thing, it will take a support here. Again, it will bounce back only. Again, it will bounce back only. Okay. Now same for Nifty also. But Bank Nifty cloud is much better than when it comes to cloud. But now, in case if it close below this, baseline, possibility that it may come and touch here and take the support. And when it comes to PSU Bank, very interesting scenario is happening here. This is what we covered 3 weeks before that. There was a big time cycle happening, in this, and the time cycle was this candle. The time cycle was this candle, but now it is unable to close above this candle high, and it is at the resistance, formed a rounding pattern. So now the thing is, when it comes to Ichimoku, this area is going to be very, very crucial for the market. So now coming week, if it comes down and if it takes the support at the flat line, the move will be like this. The move will not be like this. The move will be like this. Wait and watch. But if it closes below, very big pain will be there for PSU banks. So now watch out. The coming week is very, very crucial, and more or less based on the time cycle, it closed to below the low. As of now, it closed to below the low based on the time cycle. When it comes to Ichimoku, this is where everything lies for PSU bank. It should not close below on a weekly closing basis. If it goes down, goes up here, close here, no problem. But it should not close below on a weekly time frame. It should not close below this area. Otherwise, breaking above this will be a very, very big task, because the cloud is already in red. The cloud is already in red. And last week we clearly mentioned most of the indices was at the resistance level. We covered all the indices last week. You can go back and check that video. And more or less most of the indices got rejected. Even if you take Nifty weekly, it got again rejected exactly at the red and blue here. This is what we talked about, that Nifty, Bank Nifty, everything was at the major resistance. We covered separately all the indices last week. So whenever you have time, you can go back, watch that video, which are all the index was at the resistance level, which we talked about last week. Okay. Now coming to lower time frame. So now if you see here, and let's take this itself, not a problem. So now when it comes to hourly, as of now, it is a fake sell. It means none of the candle close to below this sell candle. So till it is holding this low, the market will try to go up. But now where is the resistance? The resistance is at the cloud. If it breaks below, very big problem is there in the cards, and this is what we are writing in our PPT, that most of the indices at the resistance level. We are writing very long time anyway. I will come to that PPT little later. So now possibility that we may come down to this area, and this is what we wrote on the first week of June, that it is at the resistance level. This number is possible. You can go back and watch my first week video of June, that everything is at the resistance. This area is possible. We said very clearly deep dent is possible here. Okay. Now where the market is standing as of now? Exactly at the 4-hour blue 100. Okay. The 4-hour is more powerful, because last time if you see, if I close Ichimoku, last time it gave a fake sell here. None of the candle closed below the sell, and from there it has given roughly around 3000 points. And when it comes to Bank Nifty, it has given a buy here at 50,000, and this was a magical candle, and from there it has given roughly around 7000 points when it comes to 4 hours. So now even if you take 1 hour time frame, now as of now both the indices are given a fake sell. So till it is going to close below, if it is not going to close below, the bottom is done. If it closes below, then problem will start towards the daily Ichimoku cloud. Okay. So now let's watch whether it is going to hold this, and more or less this candle low is matching the mother candle low, which is very, very crucial. Okay, so more or less everything combining with the mother candle high and low. Let's see how this market is going to play out this week. And when it comes to lower time frame, where we took the short position in Nifty and Bank Nifty and all that, so once we gave a sell here on 12th. So 12th it gave a sell here around 56,000 and 56,600 something. And from there we are holding our short, and fortunately nothing happened. All the candles in red, and from there we are able to capture a decent move. And on 12th I think the conversion started. 13th everything was collapsed. Okay. So now this is Bank Nifty, and when it comes to Nifty, again the sell came here on 11th itself. So, and again 12th was the red candle, and this was a gap down. So still it is there. Not even 5 minutes green color candle has come till now. But we covered 90% of our short position when it opened gap down, and we are holding only 10% of the short position till now. Nothing is there with us now. So let's see how the market is going to plan out, and we will see what's going to happen. But according to me, if it breaks, I think till 20th, if my prediction is right, till 20th or even till 24th, the market will be in downside only. But please follow your system. If it gives the buy in your system, please be with the market. But as of now, based on the past data, it says still up to 20th or even 24th, the market will be here. Maybe the turn will happen from here. Okay, let's watch tomorrow how it is going to break out. But for further selling, only allowed if it breaks this low. Otherwise, no further positional short. You can trade based on a candle formation. I am not talking about the number formation. We'll talk about the number later. So now based on the candle formation, it has to break below, because gap down, the first 5 minutes candle held, and again if you take the first 30 minutes candle is held. So you need to go short only below this. Otherwise, if it goes here, fill the gap and see how your price action works here, and then you take a short position. But we preliminarily, we will go only with our number. We don't go with the pattern and all that. For us, number is more important than anything else. Okay, so now let's go to the PPT. Now understand how to trade these numbers. Okay, so now let's go to 30 minutes candle. Let's close all these. We don't want all this. Now, okay, so now this was the first day which we wrote for Nifty and Bank Nifty. This is for Nifty. So first day itself, everything was bearish, and we wrote this before the month starts. We are not writing after the month start. This was, I think, published in my YouTube channel on 1st of June, because 2nd June only the month started, 1st June was holiday. So now what we gave here, first you need to understand two numbers. What are those numbers? One, this number, the buy number, and the sell number. Now, in between these two numbers, the market is going to be sideways. Okay? And now, if it holds this low, the first target, if it holds this low, the first target is this target. The market will go and achieve this target. Then from there, it will start achieving, this is the first target, second target, and third target. Wherever I am writing in between two, in brackets, this is going to be a major resistance level. But if you see here, the difference will not be big. The difference will be roughly around 30 points, 20 points, 7 points, 2 points. It will be like that only. So now where the market got rejected, after it takes the support at 24,532 on 30 minutes closing basis, the first it went and touched this number. Then from there it moved to this number, rejected. Again it went to this number, rejected. Again it went to this number. Finally the third target got rejected. And from there again it came down. So now still it came down again back to this. So from here again it came back to this. But still this is, I am talking about the entire month you can trade only on this number. You don't need any other price action, Elliott wave, that wave, this wave, Bollinger Band, super trend, nothing. You don't need anything. These numbers will play a major role in the market. Major role in the market. Now let's take how this happened. Now let's take 24,532 on a 30 minutes closing basis. You need to go short, and the buying is here. This sheet is for the entire month till it is not breaching this level. This sheet, the sheet which we are writing on the first day of the June or first day of the month or one day before the month start, this sheet is valid for the entire month. You don't need to worry about where FIs has given a call writing, put writing, here there are too much of writing. You don't need to do anything. Simple. If you are an option seller, if it holds this number, sell 24,500 put monthly. If it crosses this number, again sell this. Again sell this. Whenever it goes and touches, sell this. Whenever it goes and touches, sell this. Whenever you go and sell this. I am talking about the puts. But third area is going to be very, very crucial for the market. Because this is a third, if you take the in between brackets, this is the third target. First target, second target, and third target. Third is always crucial for the market. Only if it breaks this, it will go to this area and this area. And even if you take, the difference will not be more than 20 points or 25 points. But that area will play a major role in the market. Okay. So now let's go and plot this in the index. Now let's go to Nifty. June started, 2nd June started here. Okay. We wrote these numbers on 1st of June and this was published in my YouTube channel. You can go and watch. Now 24,000, what is the number? 24,532. Okay. 24,532. That was the on the top bottom. None of the candle closed below that particular number. See, the first day it came down this candle, but we are writing that number one day before. But normally I keep this number on Friday itself because my homework to write this PPT on Friday evening itself I will finish my homework. So now we wrote this will be the number 24,532 and that was the low of this week. Okay, this entire month. Now where to buy? 24,886. I think so. Yeah, 24,886. So now the next area, 25012. Okay, exactly on the first day it closed there only. Okay, now the next number 25131. Okay, 25131. 25131. Okay, the second day the gap up, it opened there only. Okay, now let's go to the third one, which is 25,220 to 25,224, because this is the third target, which is very, very crucial. So now we need to use that number. One second, because third resistance is going to be the major 25220 to 25252 on the dot. And this is what we are writing. 25,220 is very crucial for the market. We are writing this again and again in Telegram. Why? Because this area is very, very crucial, because this is the third target of the month. Okay, so now from there again it started. Now what all number we gave already, that was the resistance and support level. Then once it closed below this 24,886, which is the buy number of the month, collapse, because it closed below that number, because this is the buy number of the month. Once it closed below, crack. Again where it will come? It will try to trade only within this two number for the month. This two number holds the key. We are not writing resistance level of 100 points, 200 points, 300. We are writing only one number. 24,886, 24,532. That's all. We are not writing anything more than that. So it will travel from number to number only. Okay. Now let's go to Bank Nifty. Now this is Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty, what happened? It went and achieved 1, 2, 3. See, in bracket, these are all not the numbers. You should not consider this. Okay, sorry. No, in this only one bracket. And so 1, 2, 3. So there is no bracket here. So you need to consider one number as a target. Okay. So now let's mark this 56039. 56039. Okay, we'll cancel all this. Otherwise, one second, 30 minutes. Now let's go to the number 55157. 55157. Okay, and 56039. 56039. Okay, so now when the market started on 2nd of June. Okay, so now see, yesterday the gap down, on the dot it took support only at that number 55,157. But we are writing this number on the first day or one day before the month starts. We never do postmortem in our life. All these numbers, if you go and watch my YouTube video, it is there on one day before the month starts. You can watch all these numbers there. So that was the exact low, 55,157. Okay, now let's go to the market. Now again it got rejected. It is not closed above that number, buy number. It went up, rejected. Again the next candle, I think this is on the expiry day on Sensex, I believe. That was a big gap up, so there is no retracement. There is no retracement, no problem. Now let's go and check the targets. 54,435, 56,526. 56,526. 56,526. Okay, first target. And the second target is 56,806. 56,806. And the third target is 57,121. 57,121. Yeah, I think it is missed. 57,120. Okay, so this is the target. Now again see how these numbers will act as a support and resistance for the market. Now again it closed below. Now till it is holding this number, again it will go and touch first to this number. Again, if it breaks this number, it will try to go and achieve all these targets. And now, as of now, when it comes to Nifty and Bank Nifty, for the entire month, till now, it is not able to cross the third target. Because this is very, very crucial. This is very, very crucial. Okay. Now, coming to this month. Maybe next time I will talk more about the convergence, how to trade the convergence, but there is already a video. Kindly go and watch that video. Okay, now let's talk about the coming week. So now again, this is your reference candle for the month, the 12th mother candle. That is where the market is. I already write this reference candle. So this is your reference candle for the entire month. Right now the market is at the reference point, and again tomorrow is the moon combination day, and again the WDC day combining with Mars ingress. Again, this is going to be crucial, and predominantly Mars is actually equal to mental, because it creates lot of volatility in the market and it favors metals. So Mars is equal to metals, Mars is equal to volatility. It creates lot of problems, volatility, market will be like zigzag, and that is what Ichimoku also saying, that within that range it is going to be a sideways movement. And if you go to the weekly thing, it clearly says that these index are taking a back seat this week. Normally these people will be in the top and these will be in the down, but if you see, what a beauty. This is what we need to understand, how the time works. See, it clearly says the major indices are at the bottom of the pyramid and the other indices are taking on the top. So now again, metal, pharma, auto, energy. So now when it comes to metal, now we need to go and check what are the combination stocks which are available when it comes to metal stocks. So which are the stocks we need to concentrate. So first, when it comes to metals here, Income. Then if you see metal, Jindal Steel. Then if you go and see SAIL. Then if you go see Nalco. So now these are the four stocks when it comes to metals. So now pharma, identify pharma like granules. Biocon is having 10 combination. Okay, so like that you can combine, and Mars equal to even more or less into infra, because metals will play a major role when it comes to infra, because steel is the important component for building an infrastructure, which is nothing but the metals. So now again, if you take in that area, it is again going to be Godrej Properties, Dal Bharat, which is cement, and again you can find whatever companies. Okay, DLF is here, and whatever companies which you like to forecast. So now this is going to be the this week it's going to be a stock oriented game rather than an index oriented game, and this is what it is also suggesting, based on the Ichimoku, based on the numbers, that market may go into sideways, or it creates lot of volatility because of the Mars ingress. Okay, now let's go to the numbers. Okay, so now this is the first page, and again this number, again this number also we gave exactly that number only, that is where it took the support. So there is a video available. One day I will take a separate session for how to trade this particular number in a detailed manner. and as well as how to trade the convergence number. And this webinar is going to be for everyone, those who are there in my Telegram channel, my members, whoever wants to join this, so that I will help you how to trade these numbers. Because tomorrow, this week number, I will give you around 9:40 or at least before 9:45. I will give this number, so you can use this number for the coming week to trade. Now let's come to the main page. So now again, not able to cross this above or this below, so it is again sideways. So now coming week, this is the higher side and this is the lower side. So now we already gave for all the indices, use it. And again 16th moon combination and convergence was a real rocker of the week. Last 2 days was clear cut, and 11th was the book date, and we said very clearly it is inversion. It is inversion. See, for example, what is inversion? See, now based on the book, if you go to Nifty daily, and remove all this, the 11th should be the low date, and 12th May should be the high date. Okay, but it is ulta now. This may be high. From the low, this is the high. It means what? This should be the top and the market should fall. If not, it is inversion. What it says? Till the next book date comes, this candle is valid for 5% move from this candle high. 5% move. For example, if we take the 5% candle, I'll take this. I'll put 5% from here. So roughly around we will come to roughly around this area. Okay. So based on the book, if it close above the book date high for index, whether it is Nasdaq, Dow Jones, any kind of an index, it is 5%. When it comes to stocks, it is 7.5% minimum. So now, what it says, till it holds this candle low, the possibility of 5%. But this candle high and low is valid till the next book date. When is the next book date? The next book date was 11th. So now, once based on the book, this candle should be high, accepted. But this candle should be low. It should happen somewhere here. It has to close below this. But instead of making a low, it made the high. So again, this is inversion. So now, inversions are always powerful. Inversions are always powerful. If it, till now it breaks this low, now the support area is the previous book date high and low, break below this, it will easily give maybe another 5%. Because that is the power of the inversion. It has this high should not happen here. It should happen, the low should be here on this date. But this is ulta. This is ulta. So the market will correct itself to correct the time cycle. That is what is called inversion, and that is what it is happening. So now from this low, we need to see 5%. So now if you take here, from here we need to take 5%. But now, which is obstructing, the obstructing candle is the last, because every book candle high and low will act as a support and resistance. And this candle was a massive candle, and because this is the mother candle. It is combined with the book date, and that is why it gave a mother candle. Okay, you all know what is mother candle and how to get the mother candle. Everybody knows, because I taught more than 10,000 times on that. So now, break below this low, this area is on the cards. Okay. So now, when it comes to Bank Nifty, the Bank Nifty date is not 12th of May. The mother candle is not for Bank Nifty. Okay. So now, even if you take, I think, if you go and check the book, I will tell you when is the last candle of Bank Nifty. It was 10th May. 10th May is the last date for Bank Nifty. 10th May. Okay, 9 plus or minus 1 day. Okay. So always remember the book dates are plus or minus 1 day. Maybe because of leap year, or maybe because of Nirmala Madam, suddenly she will come and tell you that even though the budget day is on Saturday, she will open the market. So the market will definitely has to adjust all these kind of hanky-pankies. So that is why it is always plus or minus 1 day. So now the last date for book date for Bank Nifty is 10th May. So this is the low year, and this happened on 9th May. And there is no 10th May. 10th May was holiday. So you can take 1 day before, which is 9th May. Now after till it is holding this low, the next date is 24th June. Okay, and if you take the 9th May, it should be 10th May, it should be high. So now what is this? Again, this candle should happen here, somewhere, wherever. It should make a high, but it made the low. So again inversion. So inversion more powerful, 5%. Okay, 5% is done. But in this case, it has not given you entry. Why? You need to wait for the retracement. But it was a gap up and it is not able to give. But based on the book, 5% is the target for index. It has given 5% route. Now, till it holds this candle high and low, maybe the Bank Nifty will come and do wherever. It has to make a high on 24th June. But in case if it is not making the high and it is making the low here, exactly here, exactly in this candle, then this is mega price time square. Massive move will come from here, or massive downfall will come from here. Okay, let's pray for this. Pray for this. On this day, it should come in this candle. Okay, we don't know what market is going to do, but if that happens, that is going to be the phenomenal move you can capture. You can go and buy. If the market closes above, you can go and buy deep out of the money call. If it closes below, you can go and buy deep out of the money put. If the God is with you, you are going to make a big killing for the market. Okay. Now let's go and talk about the next page. Again, the timing and all we have already given, so use it wisely. Now let's go to the numbers. So now when it comes to numbers, all in red. And from the first day of the June, I have not changed this. It is coming continuously because the last target is not achieved. If the last target is not achieved, whatever I wrote on the first day of June is valid till it achieves this target. Otherwise, the market is going to roam around only within this number. Okay, right. So now this is bearish. Even though market opened gap down, and the low of the first 5 minutes candle was held and market closed somewhere here. You can do intraday long. You can do intraday, whatever you want to do, above 15 minutes high you buy, whatever you want to do, you do. But positional long is not at all advised unless and until any of these two numbers come to blue. Now if you watch, this number is matched. These two numbers are matched. So this particular number will give huge resistance for the market. Not even one number difference. Not even one number difference. On the dot. The monthly number and the daily number. Okay, on the dot. So this is going to give a crucial resistance for the month. So now let's say tomorrow market opens here. Gap up. Example. Okay. So this is the resistance. So now more or less all these numbers are coming together within the 33 points. But this is not convergence. Okay. The convergence is a different ball game altogether. But anyway, these from 24,952 to 24,974, it is within 33 points difference. Okay, so now you can go short here by keeping a stop loss of this number. But if you see from year to year, it is roughly around 100 points. Nobody wants to give this much of a intraday people and all. Nobody wants to give. Even the positional people will definitely have a hesitant to take this short position. So to reduce this, the stop loss is 54 points from this area, the highest number. Now let's say market is opening gap up. Let's say the market opens somewhere here. Now again this area will be the support area. Then enter here. Let's say the market opens here and then it comes down back to this number. Take an entry here. Stop loss is 54 points from this number. Not this number, no. From this number. The lowest number. Always the lowest number and the highest number is the key. So now, for the positional, unless and until two numbers come to green or two numbers come to blue, otherwise two numbers close above the daily closing, this market is sell on rise only. Even if Israel stopped the war also, it is sell on rise market unless and until in this two number comes to blue. Okay, now let's go to Bank Nifty. Again, all the numbers are bearish, same whatever I said for Nifty, the same thing you need to follow. Okay, so this is what it is, and again saying this one sheet is enough for you to trade. This is your blueprint to trade for the month. For example, if you go here, this page, this one page is enough to travel the entire month. You don't need to watch the chart, you don't need to watch anything. Just mark this number and keep it with you. By God's grace, the market will respect all these numbers like mad. Okay, only this one sheet is enough for you to trade the entire month for Nifty or Bank Nifty. That's why market is very simple to understand. Don't complicate with 20,000 indicator, 20,000 strategies, butterfly, cat, dog, straddle, strangle, bull spread, bear spread, PCR, implied volatility. No, my head is spinning actually. So don't do all that. Simple things will make a clear-cut vision. Adding more indicators. See, whatever indicators which I am using is not an indicator to trade. It is a markers. Zigzag is a marker, POB is a marker. The recent one is fake buy and fake sell alert. So it is not an indicator except my fortune signals. The rest all is just a marker. So keep the market in a very simple way. See, when I talk, when I course, teach my subjects, I never use indicator to them. I never say, you need to capture this kind of a momentum based on indicator. No. Okay, it is purely, if you don't use indicator, your life is peaceful. If you add more indicator, you will be in terrible problem. Okay, so let's see what's going to offer the market. Praying for one more convergence before this week, because next the 20th and 21st is going to be crucial. 21st is holiday, so 20th is Friday. Let's see what's going to happen in the coming 2 weeks of time. Okay, so if anything interesting, I will post you in the Telegram group. Till that time, goodbye.